Hola.
Hello.
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 It's been a while.
Has it?
It feels like it.
It does feel like it. It was a much needed long pause.
It was, but we're back. So, hello, welcome. If you have been following us for a while, you know that we took our break and we're back. If you're new, hello. Nice to see you. I'm glad that you're here. I'm Haley.
I'm Brittany.
And we're the Passionista Sisters. Woo-hoo. And if you aren't following us on Instagram, make sure that you are. We're Passionista_sisters. And then make sure for our channel, if you would like, if you could hit that subscribe button for more interviews with actors, authors, whoever else that we can snatch up to talk to. And then everything, just all of the people. And make sure you just give this video a thumbs up, because why wouldn't you? You know, it's fine.
Come on.
But today we are interviewing someone who is kind of on the smaller scale in the Passionflix world, but she's not really small to us. We don't consider her small.
Nope.
So her name is Heather Grace Hancock. She played in one of the many Christmas quickies that Passionflix just released one after the other. She plays Jules in The Package by K Bromberg. She is the fiery redhead that has a bunch of spunk and saltiness in her attitude.
She is sassy.
I love a good sassy character. So
mm-hmm. I love the ones that just like tell them what's what. Just like,
yes, no shame, just tells it like it is.
Yes.
So she is super awesome. We really liked her. So we reached out to her back in January prior to us taking our break. But then a lot of things happened all at once. So we decided to take our break. And so we reached out and said, hey, we're so sorry. Like, can we
I know. Lost the audio for a little bit.
Oh, well, if you couldn't hear me, then sorry.
It's all good. It's technology and you gotta love it.
It's because I feel like we don't have good Wi-Fi and we don't have fancy Apple computers. So.
I feel like it's because I don't have like the very, very top Wi-Fi package. And I think even then it would probably still suck.
Probably. But you know, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this.
It's a new age. We just got to roll the punches.
It's fine. But though, without further ado, Brittany.
All right.
I'm going to be pulling a Lauren.
Let's pull a Lauren.
Because Miss Heather is in the waiting room. Should I let her in?
Yes, let her into the waiting room.
Okay. And 3 and 2 and 1. Yeah.
Hi, you guys. I'm just setting
up.
Hi. I like your picture, by the way. It's very nice.
Oh, thank you. I'm not going to look as cute as that at all.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing? Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
How is the technology? Okay, cool. Well, hi. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm Haley, by the way.
Hi,
I'm Brittany.
So nice to meet you. I go by Grace. So nice to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you. I like your hairstyle too. It's really cute. Is it shorter than from when you were in the quickie?
Maybe, yeah. It's also this is some grade A bedhead, so I really appreciate that, because I have really wavy hair, so I'm just very lucky that I can wake up and I'm like,
sure. You're like, yeah, this is nice.
Thank you.
Let's do that.
Yeah, we're just
Well,
going.
we love it. It's super
I
cute.
love it.
Thank you so much. I know I never wear it straight ever. So it's funny seeing me with straight hair in the film because it's like, oh, it's a I just never see
It's
myself.
like,
Like that.
oh, okay, this is a little different. I like it.
I know, yeah, it is for sure.
Awesome.
It works both ways. I
It
love
does.
Thank you.
Works
Thank you.
either
Well,
way.
you guys look lovely as well. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Natural, like homebody look, you know.
I know I'm like sweatpants, just like cute from here up and nothing from here down.
Yep.
Just jammies and boots,
There you go.
Zoom
COVID
leggings.
style.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm like athleisure. They're
Yes.
like, Grace, it's just pajamas. I'm like, yes, it is.
It's just fancy pajamas. It's okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just live in leggings. That's
Yes,
As
what
you
I do.
should. Yeah,
yes,
correct.
as we should.
That's correct.
Well, we did kind of do an introduction for you before you coming on, but just to kind of give everyone a little bit of a background of you, we just know that you play the lovely Jules in the package from K Bromberg. As soon as we saw it, we were like, we like her. We hope Passionflix keeps her.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
In all the movies, she must
In
be
all the
cast.
movies.
I'm down. I'm available.
But we just wanted to ask you a couple more questions because we just wanted to get to know you because we just really liked your personality and kind of like what you brought to the screen and everything, even though it was just for a few minutes, but we really liked it. So we just had a few questions that we wanted to know and some of our followers who also like you as well, that they wanted to know as well. So the first one that we have is, what was it like for you working on Passionflix and their set and everything?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I mean, thank you for all those kind words. I'm glad that everybody liked it and liked me, and it was fun, and I was very grateful to be there. It was a lot of fun. I didn't know when I first heard about it, my agent, like they just sent my agent like a deal memo, like so they just like offered me the role. And I didn't know what Passionflix was at the time. So I was like, oh, but during the time it was like super COVID. So I was like, yes, whatever it is, sure. So I was like so happy to just be back on a set. So I was really happy that it came, down the pipe. And then it was my first thing back working as an actor during all of the fun stuff of 2020. So I was very didn't really know how to navigate all of the COVID stuff because there's a lot of testing and temperatures and nothing can touch anything and you can't touch me and they can't, you can't go get your own water. Like they have to hand you stuff. So you feel like a jerk and you're just like, thank you. I'm so sorry. So it was very, I was so surprised. Like they handled it really beautifully. It was actually much smoother than I would have anticipated. I was definitely kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen. And they were great. They were wonderful to work with. And it was so fun. And it was very smooth and nobody got sick. So it's doable. Thank God.
Yeah.
So I was very happy. It was a lot of fun.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know how they were able to pull it off, but we were just like, well, we're thankful as fans that y'all were able to just pull it together and just, do what you need to do to stay safe, but also create something really beautiful. And then I know, being an actor and everything, because Brittany and I have talked to a few of them, being in COVID was just so tough for you guys because you can't be near anyone. And so, but we're thankful that you guys were able to do that, but also be safe about it too. So
yeah. I mean, I know that, COVID was not great for anybody, but yeah, it's hard to do acting with a mask on, socially distanced. It's not great television really. So I'm happy that we're finding new routes, as everybody's job is, all this weird work from home and blah, blah, blah. Like I'm happy that we're adapting and hopefully there's hope on the horizon somewhere.
I think so. Hopefully we'll get back to normal, whatever the normal is. But
new normal.
Hopefully it'll get better, but
yeah. Fingers
crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
Let's see. So the next one is, would you do another Passionflix movie if you could?
Oh, for sure. I mean, they were so great, and it's fun too because they do kind of have their own little family. Like I know, like Dennis, who's my DP, does a lot of their stuff. Like all of a lot of the directors do a lot of their stuff. So it's definitely it has that kind of almost like repertory theater vibe where it's everybody knows everybody and we've all worked together. So there's a nice shorthand going, which is kind of preferable like for an actor, which is why like being on a series is so much fun, or like working for a long time, because it's like, this is our family. So
Yes.
yeah, so for sure, because everybody was so great and it was nice. I never felt like a newbie, you know what I mean? Like they just welcomed me into the family, which felt really nice, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I would like to work with them again. That'd be great.
Well, we would like to see you again, but
No,
that's
thank
just
you.
us being biased. So,
Thank you.
So because the package is based on a short story, it's not, I guess some people call it a short, some people call it a novella, like whichever way that they want to call it. But did you get a chance to get a glimpse of it and read it over prior to you accepting the role as Jules?
No, and I was so frustrated too, because I never thought to ask like officially, like I never thought to like ask my agent or like ask production. Like I just went down my own rabbit hole and I was trying to find it and I could not find it. I was like on the dark web, I swear to God. And it was like completely not available. And I was just like, okay. So it was funny because I can't remember now, but it was like, I didn't have like an actual fitting, but I had like a big long text conversation with our costume designer, Stevie. And she was like, yeah, so we're thinking like jeans and this. And I was like, oh, perfect. I'll be in pants. Cause I knew it was going to be like a lot of up and down because I'm dropping all this stuff in the elevator. And then when I got to set, she was like, oh, and then I read it and you're wearing like these bedazzled tights and a mini skirt. So here you go. And I was like, oh, that's different. So I was like, and then, yeah. And I was like, I mean, it was totally fine. But she was like, I was like, oh, I wish I would have read it. Like I would have been like, oh, but I think she's wearing this. But she was like, oh, you should have just asked. And I was like, I see what you mean. I was like, yeah. So I would have loved to have read it. But no, I didn't, which is, I mean, as an actor, I was like, I'm horrible. Cause it's like, if there's any IP, you of course want to get your hands on it, even for something that's like short, you know, I was like, I could read it in half an hour. So no, I didn't, but I'm sure it's wonderful. I still haven't read it, but Christy's wonderful. So
yeah, I haven't read it. So
okay, I won't tell.
Right there with you.
All I told Christy was like, please bring Jules back, like a big book with just Jules in it. And she was like, she sent me a winky face, and I'm like, come on, Bromberg.
And please make it very available online for Grace to find somewhere, like very clearly. Like CC one of my agents so that I can get it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know. I was sad because that's what stinks about the quickies is you get so wrapped up in it, even though it's only 10, 15 minutes. You're like, wait, I want to know more though. I want to know what happens.
I know, it's like the second you get into a groove, it's like, and credits. And you're like, but what? No.
I know, like they kiss in a restaurant. I'm like, wait, what?
But what
I know what
else,
happens
though?
next, but what, come on.
And they're like, cut to later.
You're like, no, I just want to, I want to see how this goes because, I was shocked that he was working in the same building. He was just the big wigs up at the top floor. And I was like, wait, hold on. I thought he was just a random dude. But no.
I know. So did Jules. She's like, oh, shit.
Oh, no. Oh, you're the guy I just talked crap about for 10 minutes. Whoops.
And I'm like, and what I meant by that was you're actually great.
Please don't fire me.
Yeah, please don't
Thank
sack
you
me,
for signing my checks.
Yeah. I know, it's fun.
Let's see. So we kind of already answered, but like, what was it like filming during COVID? But like, do you prefer filming during the COVID stuff, or would you prefer to like back to normal? And
you know, it's an interesting question because I'm a lot of fun at parties because I'm an OCD germaphobe. So there's a lot of like pros, like, you know, obviously it's horrible and people have lost loved ones. And like, I mean, it's been a terrible time for everybody. Like I've lost a lot of money. I've lost job. Like it's horrible. I'm not saying it's good. I think there's a lot of good takeaways that we can use going forward, even if, you know, and I don't know what that looks like, but even if, you know, in a perfect world, everybody gets vaccinated and it completely dies off and becomes extinct. And it's like this horrible thing of our past. But I think there's a lot of things that I wouldn't mind if we were to keep doing them, because a set is a big, really, it's a lot of people in a very small space. Everybody's rubbing on everybody. Everybody's touching the same stuff and everybody's crammed into a room and we're doing all this stuff. So it's definitely like kind of a hotbed for illness, especially because you're working crazy hours and you're probably not very hydrated because you don't want to have to go pee and we're all next to each other and we're sleeping 4 hours a night. So it's definitely like, I mean, I don't want to say a breeding ground, but I'm not saying it's a breeding ground for people to get sick. So it's like, you got to really take care of yourself. So there's definitely some things that I think we can take forward just to keep everybody's immune system strong and keep everybody, less likely to catch that horrible cold. Because I've been on sets where it's like you have to kiss somebody and they're like, yeah, I have the flu, and you're like, awesome, and then in between takes you got to like mouthwash, and it's like, this is gross. So yeah, I mean, I certainly, I don't know, it's like a hard question because it's like I don't know that I'm ever gonna go back to how it used to be completely. Right. So I guess I just prefer working. Yeah. And I'm happy that it'll be a little
everybody
more...
just like keep your distance and just, spray down your surfaces and
yeah.
Wash like, your damn hands.
Be different.
Wash
your
exactly.
Hands.
Wash your hands.
And it's like my hands are like crumbling into the dust because they're so dry from all the hand sanitizer. But I'm also like, sweet, like some over here, some over here, like so pros and cons.
Yeah. Have you been in, I guess in anything, like, have you been in any other projects lately since the quickies at all? Like any like short films or anything like that?
No, I don't do this. I mean, I haven't done like a short film. Like this was a very like new experience for me. But I just wrapped a feature film for a horror film that's going to come out later this year. So I've been doing some fun press for that. So that'll be a very opposite spectrum. It's pretty, it's lots of like special effects and blood. And that was a ton of fun. But yeah, I was really happy because I did the package and then I like immediately, I mean, I think almost like a day, or I think there was maybe a day in between, but then I hopped right onto that set and was shooting that for a while. And then we finished that in October, November. So hopefully it's gonna be out this year because all the like post-production houses were like, yeah, we're not busy. So we're like, yeah, we're done. And we were like, you're done? Like my director was like, yeah, there's like a first cut. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, so yeah, so that'll come out later. And then luckily pilot season right now is actually like very busy. Like I'll have like 3 auditions in a day and I'm just like, I'm so grateful, but I'm also going to pass out. So I'm happy that it's busy.
Please slow down.
Yeah. I'm like getting my characters confused. I'm like schizophrenic all the time, but I'm so grateful. But I'm happy that it's not like last year where it was like super, super busy. I was like booking like the biggest projects of my life. And then it was like crickets and the world ended. And I was like, okay, yeah, don't prefer that. So I'm happy that it's picking up. Yeah. Because it's like, I like working. So.
Yeah. Getting that money.
Yeah. And I'm also, it's like, it's being like a creative person, like your muscles feel weird. You know what I mean? You like want to flex those muscles and you want to like be on a set. Like when I got onto set for the package, I was like, now how do I do my job? Cause it was so weird. I was like, well, how do I do this? What am I doing here? Like what's happening? So it's fun to keep those muscles working and keep the machine well oiled, Yeah.
Right.
Happy to do that. Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. They didn't really say any information about it, but I would assume that there wouldn't have been. But on the set, did they allow any like founding members or any like anybody that could be on set and watch you guys at all that weren't crew?
I don't think so. I mean, obviously like we had some people, because obviously like producers will come in and out, but for the most part, it was a very, very closed set, like just so there's less people. And then also there was like other weird things that we had to do because when you're shooting on like a sound stage, you have like these big, gigantic things called elephant doors, which are just like gigantic garage doors, essentially, where they bring in all the sets. And like sometimes we would have to shoot with them open because then you have more airflow in a sound stage, but then it's also like LA is noisy. So it was very weird, like figuring out that stuff. But yeah, no, other than like some producers who were great, like coming in and out, no, like it was definitely not like, can I bring my friend? Like, no, it was like, everybody has to be really like super masked. Only me and Kobe. And then when Randy was there, Randy were able to be without masks. So it was weird too, because when we'd see them without them, you're like, oh, I saw your face for the first time.
Like, that's what you look like.
That's what you look like.
Yeah. You're always incognito all the time. Like,
yeah.
So no, it was pretty strict, and you have to like check in with like the COVID compliance officer, which is great. Like I'd rather be really strict and intense and be able to work and have people not get sick than have them be lax about it, which they weren't at all. Yeah. And same with the other film that I did. Everybody's very respectful of what's happening, which is nice. There was no like anti-masker weirdo, because that would have lasted like a hot second. But I appreciated that wasn't an issue.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, I didn't think that they would have had, but I don't think the question ever got brought up during all of the COVID stuff. So I didn't know if there was like, I don't know, lucky people that got to get on there or not, but so.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm maybe like, I don't think anybody thought to even ask because everyone was just like, oh, we're doing it. Okay. How do okay, don't touch anything. So
just stay over there.
Yeah, everyone's like,
germs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I guess then too, like because I know you mentioned your horror film that you just finished up wrapping up doing. Is there anything else that you're looking forward to this year? Any other, without leaking too much, but is there any good projects that you have coming up this year?
Oh yeah, for sure. It is such a bummer because I love being an actor because it sounds made up because you're like, I have this really cool project coming down, but I can't tell you anything. And people are like, okay, sure, loser. So it's like, you sound like you're making it up. But yeah, I have 2 really exciting projects that are coming up that I'm excited about that I can't say anything about, but I'm I actually almost exclusively work in television. So I have some cool like TV stuff coming up that I'm excited about that will hopefully be, public knowledge that I can talk about soon. But for now, I just have to sound like I'm lying and be like, yeah, for sure, I'm really busy.
So I have this thing going on. You don't know what it is, but
yeah, I'm like, I can't give you any details at all, but it's really awesome. So, but I'm excited for that, and I'm very grateful. So,
yeah, that's super exciting. Yay!
Thank you.
Woo-hoo.
Well, I know that we keep like championing you to be this character because this man is like this huge book and it's becoming a big movie on Passionflix. Oh, cool. And we're like, totally, you could pull off one of the characters on there. And so we're always championing you. We're like, come on.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's great. I love that. Yeah.
We were like, we could totally see her as this character. And everyone's like, yes, but can she do an English accent? And I was like,
oh, we're like, I don't know.
I'm like, oh, I can do it all.
I was like, we'll ask her.
We'll ask her. I was like,
so. Oh, all right.
She's whipped it out. She said yes.
Whipped it out.
Just whipping it out. Just actor stuff, skills, special skills, dialects. I got it all.
There you go.
Well, there, it's official. We'll start the petition now.
Thank you.
Yeah, the character in that book, it's This Man by Jodi Ellen Malpas. She's a UK writer. This was one of her first novels that just like skyrocketed and just went super
huge.
Like, it's huge. But the character that we're voting for you to be is the main character's best friend. Her name is Kate, and she's a fiery redhead, very salty, has a lot of attitude. Just
yes, go on.
But she kind of keeps her friend in check a little bit too. But you kind of get to know her friend more too. Also, like you get to kind of know like her kind of struggles with trying to like not be emotionally attached to someone, but she wants to at the same time. So she has like this inner battle type thing too. Yeah. So like, yeah, I don't know.
Some good like depth going on
from you. So we were like,
yeah,
hey.
We're like totally.
Well, thank you.
We'll just put the petition out there.
We will, and we'll send with your permission. We'll send your Instagram to Jodi and be like, check us out.
Yeah, I mean, go for it. Hey, like weird after 2020, it's like, what does anything mean anymore? Like, sure, like of course, send it. Absolutely. Like all bets are off after 2020.
Yeah, you're like, it's good. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's like so weird. But yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah. So just to give you a background of her, just so we're not like, yeah, we want you to be this weird character, but yeah.
You're like, and then you find out later that she's an ogre. And I'm like, cool, great. I love it.
Oh yeah. So she's this weird lady who's into witchcraft and like all this other stuff.
I'm so glad you see me as that. That's awesome.
I know. And she's actually a murderer. No, actually that would be a lot of fun, but
that would be fun.
I'm always down.
I've watched so many the documentaries about female killers and stuff, and I'm like, see, that's why you don't piss us off, because we premeditate, we plan, we get it all out.
Absolutely. And like 9 times out of 10, I'm like, you know what? Good for her. Like,
I'm
like, I'm rooting for her.
Yeah, I'm on her side. So
I know,
it's kind of mean, but you kind of deserved it.
I know, you're like, I'm really sorry. This is very sad, but also don't be a dick.
Right. And then they're like, oh, like, how did he die? Like, oh, I don't know how. He just like choked on his food.
It was so weird. He was slowly being poisoned. I don't know how.
Here's your copy. We have rats in here. Like, what is this?
I know. Yeah. Female murderers are often poisoners, and I can respect that. I'll be frank. Yeah.
Totally. They just like a slow burn, like with romance, but then they also like the slow kill. They're just like watching you die slowly. Just like,
no, the female pendulum swings pretty wide, which is fun. It's fun as an actor and fun as a female. So hey.
No, it's fun. It's what makes us powerful. So
you like hear my partner in the other room like I'm like, oh, he's fine.
Like, oh, it's okay.
He's fine.
He always jokes because I'm obsessed. I love David Fincher and I'm obsessed with Gone Girl.
Like I just watched that last night.
I'm obsessed. Rosamund Pike is just like, but he always like jokes. He's like, you're not going to Gone Girl me, are you? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Keep you on your toes. Like, DBD.
I mean, if we need to spice up our relationship a little bit, then maybe, but.
I know. I'm like, I'm too tired to do that. But yeah, someday, I don't know. It could happen.
It could happen. Just don't piss me off and we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get me really angry. You never know.
Just don't cheat on me, with a college girl and it's fine.
I know. Oh God, I love that movie. I think Ben Affleck is so great in that movie. I feel like it's such a good fit for him. I mean, I think everybody's great in that movie, but.
Yeah, I think so too. Cause like, I'm kind of picky about him. He's like one of those odd type people, but he works in that movie for some reason. Like it's such a good, it's like playing to his strengths of that kind of like specific, I don't know. I know exactly what you're saying, but yeah, I love that. And I love Rosamund Pike and everything. Like, I mean, everything. Like she is the perfect, just like, I don't even know how to describe it, but she just plays that character really well. Like
she's very good at like putting you ill at ease, which is very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a perfect. I just watched I Care a Lot on Netflix, which she's great in if you haven't watched it.
I've been wanting to watch it, but I'm like, okay, should I watch it now or should I wait?
I know I do that too, where I'm like, how much time do I have and how much is my attention span gonna last?
Yes.
It's good. I liked it a lot. It was fun.
Did you get not Gone Girl vibes, but did you get like, I guess like the sense of the type of crazy character that she was in Gone Girl with that, or no?
Yeah, I mean, it's not far off. She's definitely got that kind of like crazy eyes kind of character. I don't want to give like too much away, but I mean, it's not really, you know that she's like not a great person, which is so fun because and the way they play it, it's like she almost kind of inevitably almost kind of becomes like an anti-hero at the end. Like you're kind of like, get it, girl, even though she's like a terrible person, which is great and fun to watch.
Yes.
Like,
no.
Yeah, I'm like, this is terrible, but like I'm kind of rooting for you and I feel bad about that. And also Peter Dinklage is in it and like it's just like, it's great. I really enjoyed it. So it's a fun, that's a perfect like Friday night, like wine and popcorn kind of vibe.
Well, then I will hold you to that.
We'll get on it.
Yeah, do it. Or a Sunday night popcorn and wine. I mean, I don't discriminate on the
all
days,
of the things.
Yeah,
all of it.
Monday night, I don't know.
Right, any night of the week, just wine.
It's a whatever night. Just
what is time? No one knows.
What is time? What is it?
Yeah.
Is there any is there days even now that just gonna all?
None of it exists anymore.
No. Well, and I live in LA, and so we just had daylight savings, and so it's like I'm screwed. Like I don't know. I'm like what? Like half, like our coffee maker is correct, but the oven is wrong. My phone is correct, but my car is wrong. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. It's a miracle that I'm here right now. I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm in Oregon and I'm screwed. I'm like, I don't know what time it is.
I know. Yeah. And then Haley, where are you located? Are you guys both in Oregon?
No, she's in a small town in Oregon and I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, cool. Daylight savings wasn't fun to us either because I woke up very confused that day. I was like, what is it?
Yeah, it's so weird. And it's only, for us, it was only an hour. I mean, I don't know shit about daylight savings, but like it feels like 5. Like the next morning I was like, oh my God. Like, and then it's like bright at 10 p.m. and I don't know what's happening. It's horrible.
Yes.
Anyway, this is not interesting content. I'm like, hey guys, I'm tired. Let's talk about it.
No, we're fine. No, well, and this is a disclaimer, spoiler alert. This is how Brittany and I are on all of our interviews. We just we'll talk, and then we just go far left for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're like, and now we're gonna go down 14 little side routes, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, and then we're like, oh wait, we're supposed to be doing an interview. That's right. Back to all right.
The people knew that they wanted daylight savings content. They knew it.
They did. They asked for it.
They didn't know that they needed it, but
here we are, changing lives.
One life at a time. We got
one clock at a time. Yeah.
1 clock at a time. I like that.
Not this one, but some of them.
Some of them.
Some of them.
I gotta get on
Oh,
that.
Well, I think we just have one last question.
Yeah.
But we
I have
interviewed.
one after, sorry.
Okay.
I added one in my head.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Sorry.
We interviewed Louise, the lovely Louise. And she actually has a question for you.
Oh, good.
She wants to know, how are you so damn talented?
Like I can't even tell you
love
guys,
her.
like I adore her. Like she is like, and I know that people, it's like, nobody's gonna like talk shit about their boss, you know what I mean? But I mean, she's like legitimately like so special. I spoke to her on the phone like a month or so before we started shooting, and I was just like, I mean, it was within like 3 seconds. I was like, oh, I'm in love with you. Like, this is gonna be great. That's extremely kind of her. It's all lies, but it's a very lovely question. And the only thing that's good in that film is because she was such a good director. So she's the best. I miss her. I know she's back with her family and happy, but I'm sad, and that's important to point out. So
she's so sweet. We love her.
Obsessed with her. Yeah,
she was the best. She just cracked us up.
She's so funny.
Like we did another left turn and talked about Bridgerton for like 15 minutes, and it was just.
I love that's so perfect. I love that she's like, let's talk about Bridgerton.
And we're like, yeah, we'll do it.
I know. When I found out that she was Australian, I was like, oh my God. And then she was also a redhead. And I was like, I'm dead. Like, I'm shook. Like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Yeah, she's great. She's like special great. So I hope to work with her again soon for sure.
Well, we hope to see her again, because we told her that Tosca needs to hire her for another film to direct, because Brittany and I have started to pick up on how directors are directing based on their style. Yeah. So we're starting to kind of pick up on that, so we can tell if something was made by Tosca. We can tell if something's done by Louise. Yeah. So we're like, okay, we like all of them because they're all different, but it's like we can do now. So
I know, she was awesome to work with. She's so funny and like super, super chill. And there was definitely like room for play on the set. And like, I know that a lot, like some of it got kept in. So she was awesome to work with. She's like an actor's dream pick for sure. So
yay,
love her.
Well, the last question is I have, because I just popped up in my head. But because of like, hopefully they're starting to kind of lift some things in certain areas. But would you be willing to, if you had the time, because I know you're getting busy now, but to make a certain like Passionflix premiere that they might have, or go to PassionCon next year?
Oh man, I mean, I would love that. I'm just so excited to like go to the grocery store at this point. I'm like, girl, I am looking cute.
Like, yes, I'm gonna get these apples today.
I know. And then of course, but then it's like, you got to cover it. And I'm like, nobody's enjoying this. Like, I put on chapstick for this. Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. That'd be super, super fun. I actually really, really miss doing like screenings and premieres and stuff, which is something I like it's weird to, when you don't not have something, you don't miss it. It's like, you don't miss it until it's gone type of thing. Yeah. And it's very, very strange, because like as an actor, it's very kind of stressful. And especially as a woman, there's a lot of pressure. You got to be cute, and you got to be thin, and you got to be pretty. And you're just like, this is a lot. But then it's like not doing it. I'm like, oh man, I really miss it. So yeah, I would definitely love to do that for sure. I'm excited for everything to come back, just like normalcy. I don't know. And anything that comes along with that. So yeah, for sure. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, because I think Brittany and I are signature members. We're not founding, because we missed the cutoff for that. So, but because hopefully things start opening up, we can start to go to premieres based on like restrictions and how many people and all that kind of stuff. But it would be totally fun to like see you there, and just to like hang out in a corner and just like drink.
Oh, I know. I know. We're just in the corner with wine and popcorn watching Gone Girl on our phone.
Yeah, we'll be like, nobody bother us. We're busy.
They're like, what are you guys doing? We're like, shh, this is a good part.
This is a good part. This is where she slits his throat with the box cutter.
I know. Oh my God. Oh, I love that scene. Sounds weird to say, but yeah, I love that scene. I know. Yeah. That'd be great. I'd also like, and also Comic-Con and CrimeCon. Like, there's a lot of cons that it's like, even at the time when you're like, oh yeah, this is kind of like a big thing. Now I'm like, oh, I kind of want to do like a big thing now. Like, yeah, because I'm such a homebody. But yeah, no, that'd be great. Let's like reserve a small corner of PassionCon
like,
for a Gone Girl screening with a little popcorn, a little wine, like a wine bra. We'll be real discreet.
Yes.
It'll be really fun.
Just bring it in. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Especially if you get another movie. Especially if you get another movie, we'll be on set and they'll just be like, you know, you gotta go run lines and be like, we're drinking wine. Sorry.
Like,
busy
Grace,
right
why
now.
is there a purple straw sticking out of your shirt? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Your guess is as good as mine. There's no way to know. So
it's part of my wardrobe. It's a fashion statement.
It's a character choice.
It's part of the charter. Did you not know that?
This is feed it. She's a wino for sure. It just like feels right. So I need this.
It feels right. Yep.
Yeah.
But no, that would be really fun if we got to see you and stuff, because that's one of the perks of being part of this community, is that Tosca just lets any and every fan that you can think of try to be involved with you guys and stuff like that, which is really fun. We're starstruck by you guys, and y'all are like, it's no big deal, and we're like, no, it is. And
but it is.
No, well, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun, and it's like the world is so weird. Like, we would have never met without this film. Like, that's weird. Like, this is exciting. Now we have LA and Oregon and Dallas all talk. Like, that's great. What a fun outcome for sure. Yeah, I love it.
Well, I know we don't want to keep you too much longer, but we do want to just extend our grace and our thanks to you of taking the time to meet with us. I know we had to reschedule because of some things that happened, but we're thankful that you were just very nice and kind about it.
No worries. My pleasure. My pleasure all the way.
So, but we wish you nothing but the best for the rest of the year with all of your projects that you have coming up, and we can't wait to see what you have in store. We're really excited to see that. And everything. So just many blessings and happiness to you and your family for the rest of the year. So,
man, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. You're giving me the warm fuzzies. Thank you so much. Absolutely my pleasure. I'm glad we were able to make it work. So lovely to meet both of you. I'm excited. Hopefully I'll see you at a PassionCon soon for sure.
And we'll start the petition. We'll start the petition
to hopefully get optioned to be that character for that book.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Thank you. You guys are the best. Well, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I hope that there's a glass of wine later for you guys.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
You too.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you. Well, she's just a delight.
She's so cute.
My face is warm because of how much. My face
is warm too. It's very red.
It is.
It is. It's weird. It's okay.
I love her.
I'm very Irish, so I turn red. I can't help it. It's an Irish thing.
I love her.
She's just cute as a button.
Amazing. Like,
she could totally pull off Kate. I'm sorry, but she's got that sack.
She's Kate.
She is Kate.
She is Kate. Kate is her.
Richard is John.
Heather is
Kate.
We have no idea for Jesse and we thought of Michael for Drew.
Michael is Drew.
Michael is Drew. As far as
Jesse and Ava go.
Jesse and Ava, no idea. no idea.
Freaking clue.
No clue.
There's a couple of ideas that are floating around our heads, but
no clue.
I don't want to be in Passionflix casting.
I just want to be merch coordinator and
event coordinator.
event coordinator, merch coordinator, all of the fun things.
A social media coordinator.
Oh yeah, social media. Yeah. I didn't do that one. Yeah, we could do that too.
All of the things.
This is just our hope and dream.
It's our hope and dream. We just want to be able to put Passionista Sisters and like at Passionflix.
Our job description though.
Yeah. That's it.
But yeah, we hope you guys like this interview. It's a little bit shorter than our other ones because she's on a time crunch because she's super busy, which I was even thankful that she was able to even carve out time for us. So that was really nice of her to do. So just make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see more actors, authors, etc. be interviewed later on this year. We have some lined up that we want to reach out to. don't know who. And then we have to reach out in a certain time frame.
Yes.
To make sure that they have the availability and to like mark it on their calendars and everything else. So, but we're hoping to do a lot more, obviously, this year and everything. So just keep a watch for that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and then make sure you follow us on Instagram, Passionista_Sisters. And then Heather is also on Instagram as well. You can find her, Heather Grace Hancock, and just keep watch for her and obviously all her new projects that she's going to be eventually coming out with this year. So, yeah.
Yes. She can't tell us.
She can't tell you.
But you just follow along and
just
eventually
follow along and just be along for the ride and just let your hair blow in the wind. But yeah, thanks for joining us on another interview, on another little episode here. Can't wait to see who else we're gonna get this year.
So. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good year. 2021 is our year, Brittany.
21, yeah, it is.
We kind of peaked in 2020 a little bit, but I think 2021 we're gonna just go, like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
we got this.
We got this.
Mm-hmm. Now we're gonna go drink wine. Bye.
Bye.